Today, I'm going to start my trek on the Colorado Trail. I'm going to hike about 9 days and try to make it up to Summit County, Keystone Breckenridge area. I'm at Waterton Canyon. This is the start of the Colorado Trail. Very clearly still in civilization in Denver. And I'm going to be hiking the trail with my girlfriend here. Segments 1 and 2, the first 3 days. All right, so this behind me is Waterton Canyon. There's a lot of activity happening here. There's people on bikes. There's electric scooters that you sit on. There's fly fishermen. So there's a lot going on here. Not a lot of shade cover, as you can see. Amanda are at the Bighorn Sheep rest area. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, we just kind of broke for lunch a little bit. This is a popular spot. We have a big dam over here, and it creates this nice little breeze along with the shades. Just a nice place to take a break. There's also some restrooms down this way, right there. So yeah, overall, really good break spot. Gonna push on probably about 4 more miles and then try to set up camp somewhere. Me and Amanda were past the 6.7 mile mark. You can see behind me here a little bit of a trail. But yeah, we're finally on a real trail here. Yeah, starting to get some vertical feet. We're gonna come across Bear Creek. That's the last point where we're gonna have some water for about 8 miles. So definitely gonna refill there and then probably camp somewhere in the vicinity or just a little bit past that. It's about 7:30. And we just set up camp. We are 12 miles into the trail. We have a little bit of cell service up here. Here is our tent. Amanda's boiling some water for a dehydrated meal. And behind me is our sunset. It's June 22nd, so the days are pretty long. So we can take advantage of that and just get a little more mileage in. Last night was actually the first time I've ever done a bear hang. Usually I do a bear canister, but I bought all the supplies for a bear hang, and I even got a bear-proof sack. So let's see if it stood up all night. There's a gentle breeze. Let's find out. Nice, it stayed up. That's one of the challenges of the Colorado Trail is there's not really like big sturdy branches that go out 6 feet, 8 feet, whatever. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do on the Colorado Trail is just find 2 trees and hang the bear hang in between them. We're just under 13 miles, and my data book says there's a view here, and this is it. Me and Amanda are at the end of segment 1. She is going to the bathroom. There's a nice toilet here. And here is the South Platte River behind me. So yeah, we're gonna fuel up for water. I guess for the next 10 miles there isn't any water, and at 10 miles you can get water, but it's at like this spigot from a emergency fire station. So yeah, gonna drink up on water and stock up on water and take brunch. We kind of had a light breakfast. We wanted to kind of get a little bit ahead today. This next segment is infamous for being extremely hot. It's still the morning. It is 10:15, so we're gonna be hiking during the morning, but it's pretty close to noon, so it's still gonna be pretty hot. Segment 1, what are your thoughts?
Super fun, lots of shade, very nice views, and looks like we're not going to be having very much of any of those things once we start segment 2.
We found this little shaded spot next to the river. This next section is pretty hot, so I am going to dunk my sun hoodie in the water, and hopefully it helps make it a little better. It's gonna be cold. Ooh. It's so cold. Like jumping into cold water. Stopped at the viewpoint for Chair Rocks. This is also a campsite. It's been pretty hot today, and a lot of climbing. We've reached the highest point of segment 2, so that's nice. It kind of levels out here. There's a little bit of uphill and downhill, but for the most part it's level. And yeah, it was a little more shaded than what I was reading about. Still fairly exposed, but the last like 2-3 miles there's a little bit of tree cover. Absolutely no water. So this is the famous spigot by the emergency fire station. Much needed, much needed. This is our day 2 campground. It is the morning currently. I didn't really vlog it all last night. Segment 2 was pretty taxing, pretty hot, and just long stretches without getting any water. This whole area, it's like along this road, and it's pretty wide open and like a ton of flat spots. So lots of good camping areas. We found a spot where we think somebody's just kind of brushed it off a little bit, got a lot of the shrubbery away because it looked kind of pretty exposed. But yeah, about to start day 3 here.